I'm Naresh Khanna from Indian Printer and Publisher and Packaging South Asia. And I'm here at Printpack India exhibition in Greater Noida at the Monotech Systems stand. And I'm here with the Managing Director of Monotech, Mr. Tej Jain, who, you will get used to my saying this, is also an old friend. And Mr. Jain is very interesting to me because for many years he was a distributor of digital presses in India. But then he began investing in the Make in India thing by tying up with various manufacturers of heads, manufacturing several different types of inkjet presses and even wide format signage machines. And they make presses for book printing, monocolor, color, also for label presses, which they sell abroad. They exhibit in Brussels. So I'm proud to have Mr. Jain with me here to tell us a little bit about the Monotech effort at Printpack and the newest version of the knowzzleJet.
Yeah.
Please.
Thank you, Mr. Khanna. Thank you for the introduction which you gave, about our efforts, and the way we have evolved, from being a distributor to a full-scale manufacturer. While Inkjet, has been the technology we have been observing for a long time, we strongly believe that that's the future of the printing, and that's where our efforts have been. We have been working in this domain for almost about 15 years, and from time to time, we have been unveiling new products. The jet ski, has been, one of the major business vertical where the inkjet products have gone at international scale. We have presence in about 25 countries, and as you can see on our booth, we have knowzzleJet book-on-demand press, which has got, memjet technology, which is, in terms of print resolution, it is the highest possible print resolution of 1600 by 1600 dpi, and the press, is rolled to the signature. So it's a fully integrated, inkjet press, offering, the highest standards of, the inkjet printing possible, and at the same time, the press, which is capable to give a signature for book printing.
That means you have inline folding and finishing up to the book block stage.
Absolutely, that's what this press is.
So only the cover needs to be added and it's ready to go for books on demand.
That's right.
And this is a color press.
Yes, this is
the full color press. And how many full color presses do you have in the market all over the world?
Say the full color presses, we have 4 machines already installed. The major installation base is of monochrome. So this is the recent, introduction, from our side. But yes, we already have the machines running in the field, and at this show, that's the reason, why we have positioned this machine to get more traction as far as color book printing is concerned. We have multiple number of monochrome machines, of the same, memjet technology in the market, and we want to take the book printing to the next level where the color books, can also be printed digitally.
Yeah, absolutely. And I believe you also today unveiled another machine, inkjet machine for embellishment. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, say that's another area of interest for us, as we see that embellishment is an emerging trend in printing, where everyone wants to see the print in a sort of more exquisite as compared to what CMYK can give, and so for there again we identified a bottom of the pyramid approach, where of course there are embellishment presses available which are quite expensive and not possible for every printer to afford, and that's where we started working on building the embellishment press, which offers the quality same as the market leaders, and at the same time the price points are much lower, though the speed may not be that high, but then not everyone needs that kind of speed. But so our idea is to make it affordable, and today we have launched our Vertex, which is B2 size embellishment press, fully automatic with inline foiling. So it offers a speed of about 150 sheets, B2 size sheets per hour of excellent print embellishment quality.
Yes, this would be of a lot of interest to offset printers who print on an offset press and then want to do some embellishment offline.
Exactly, that's the market we are looking at.
Mr. Jain, how do you see the market? Like digital printing has been growing in India, and has had some very good years recently. How do you see the current market? How do you see the market for drum and toner presses? And how do you see the shift to inkjet, which has been a little bit slower in India, I believe, but now seems to be maturing a bit. What is the outlook for the current year, would you say?
Yeah, I agree that, say, we have been working in this domain, but that traction, which we always wanted to have was not there. But then fortunately of late, we are reaching there where we can see a lot of interest, if we look at our pipeline, we are already engaged with, a good number of players, be it, book on demand application or digital label printing or embellishment. So finally, we can see that inkjet is getting traction. Coming to the comparison with, electrophotography, the printers which are there in the market, of course, the overlap is very little, because they do address a different, the segment of the market, whereas the inkjet is getting more into, the the book printing, or where the long runs are becoming shorter and shorter, and the inkjet technology can offer the quality as well as the speed which is required in those markets.
Excellent, because I know we did a story on one of the big textbook printers in Meerut, absolutely huge, who has bought your color press also. And just to ask you a little bit more, India is a great country, I believe, for manufacturers like yourself, because you have a huge market in which to experiment and try out products. And Indians are the toughest buyers, I believe. So if you can please an Indian customer, you should be able to export quite well, and also get some margins. How do you see the export market? Where do you see the export market?
Yeah, what you said is absolutely true, and that's what, say, we first try, whatever we build, in the Indian market, and, if it is okay, then, we start our, overseas, efforts. And we have been fairly successful with that, because having proven the product in the Indian context, we have been able to successfully position in the global markets. And going forward, of course, at the moment, we have been working with distributors or channel partners, in the overseas markets. But for the first time, we have taken, a senior industry professional on board in Dubai, who will be working full time for us. And maybe going forward, we might have some direct approach to the market as well, or to support our channel partners, through the people who represent us in the overseas markets.
And I believe your inkjet label press is very successful even in Europe.
Yes,
because you've been exhibiting in Label Expo, and so with your label press, you've been successful in Europe, even in China, I believe.
Yes,
that's very tough.
Fully agree. But yes, you're right. Of course, we have been participating in Label Expo, Brussels, for, I think the last one was the fourth, Label Expo, Expo. And we have learned a lot about, the technology, the market, the requirements of, the international markets, and have been able to integrate, those specific things, which make, which helped us to position the product successfully in the international markets. And that has resulted into good success, and we have multiple number of overseas installations of our label press, as well as hybrid printing solutions, where, we have a big advantage and lead the market in India as well.
Okay. I know you do a lot in security printing also. Well, maybe we'll talk about that another time.
Sure.
Thank you very much, and have a nice print pack.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mr.
Okay.
Khanna. Thank you.